Welcome back, everybody. Post-podcast, as we resume playing Ace Attorney Investigations here on XAR on YouTube and Twitch. We are joined once again by Mr. Neff Canuck. How are you, sir? Once again, you still in the skin of your teeth with your team?
Yes, it's now the third period. They're up by a goal, but there's 18 minutes to go. So right now it's stress, and more stress.
We also have Bree with us. Hello, Bree.
Hello.
Welcome. And we have Karam. Hi, Karam.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to you, and it sounds like you're on your phone again. Is your computer giving you issues?
Yeah, I decided to restart.
Everybody's computer's having issues. Bree had to restart. You had to restart. Nev had to restart his camera. So, knock on wood, I'm still the only one alive. But we also have Liz, but Liz is in the text chat. Liz is a little under the weather, so she will not be joining us here in the voice chat. We do hope you feel better, Liz, and thanks as always for your support. I might be asking for your help, Liz, during the game, if time allows. I wanted to tell you, Liz, if you're around, that I finally cleared Chapter 10 of Valkyria Chronicles. I was grinding for 2 hours this afternoon in the skirmishes, and finally got enough to level up my characters and clear the chapter. So, very happy with that, and that'll be something I continue in my spare time, at least. Flax is casting a line again. Let's see what he gets. And he's gonna pull it up. And you get, sir. Oh, you got the splash photo again. That's cool. Nice. 2 splash photos in a row. Now, with us starting a new stream, that starts a whole new set of tries for you to fish. So, if you're watching and you'd like to fish and try to win our big prize of the You Made Me Crochet doll, go ahead and use the Go Fishing redemption. Once again, you're limited to 3 redemptions for the stream, which will take about an hour or so. And of course, Neff and Bree and Karam are also welcome to go fish as well. Now, I will not have the LurkBait up because I'll be focusing more on the game, but I do have a view of the chat, so I will know what the redemptions are. I'll just take a look at Neff's redemption one more time here, and then we'll proceed with the game. And we have, oh, the Sarah Yoshida record cover. That's cool. I think we had that one before, too. So, okay, folks, you're getting all these rare catches. Let's see if somebody gets lucky enough to get the You Made Me Crochet doll from Liz. Okay, Neff, you were commenting before we started here. What do you think of this splash screen?
Creepy as hell. I'm sorry. Yeah.
That was one of the scenes for when he was struck with the sword and actually was not unconscious. He was not beheaded, but yes, we go into this gameplay where we meet up with our new assistant, if you will, and we are now on the hunt of finding out what happened to the butler of the Amano group head who was murdered. We said something about some of the guy's characteristics, which we'll pull up here in a second. So here's our sidekick here. Bree has a lionfish. Okay, can I go to here? Yep. So our friend here is Kay Faraday, who has mysteriously jumped into our lives. Self-purported great thief who claims to be the Yatagarasu. And then we have Mike Meekins, who appears to have been accused of the murder of this guy, Oliver Deacon. Now, Oliver Deacon had something around his neck which said Colin Deveray, which we have deduced. Caldeth, I think, was the first one, and also then Karam after that. If you rearrange the name, the letters in Oliver Deacon, you get Colin Deveray. So that's something we keep in mind as we proceed with the gameplay. We are now in the main gate of Gatewater Land, and we can see somebody visiting here apparently with their kid. So we'll see how this goes as we continue on with the story. Yeah, chased out like a pair of peasants. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Kay. There's something even thieves should never steal. Do you know what that is? You really shouldn't steal anything. However, I'll bite. What shouldn't a thief steal? A life. It's too heavy of a burden on your soul to get away with, ever. That's something we can agree on. Well said, Kay. No matter what we may try, murder is the one crime that can never truly be hidden. And I intend to prove that by my own hands, when I apprehend the murderer myself. All right, and I'm going to work extra hard to be a good assistant. Let's go. So we have this camaraderie now between Edgeworth and Kay, also keeping in mind that we have this dude, Shilong Lang, who is an invader from Interpol, if you will, and is sort of trying to take over this whole incident. I still never said she could be my assistant. I'm just going to drop the issue. Yeah, because he had his reservations at first when she was the one who jumped through the window of the room where he was being held captive, if you will. The first thing we should do is locate the real scene of the murder. Mr. Edgeworth! Up, here's Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe. Mr. Edgeworth, the stadium! Hurry, sir! This is supposed to be hush-hush, but they found a witness at the stadium. A witness? You! What did we tell you about leaving your assigned post? Ah, the jig is up! Mr. Edgeworth, remember that I'm always rooting for you, so go get him, sir. This Interpol guy took over his Gumshoe's duties, too. Those detectives sure look like they're enjoying themselves. It's not all fun and games, Kay. Now then, let's head to the stadium and meet this witness. And so they leave the amusement park and go to the stadium. I thought there was a witness here. Yeah, I don't see anyone. We see a pink-colored three-wheeled car with a bow on it, though. Mr. Edgeworth. Long time no see. Who is this person? Oh!
Oh.
Emma.
What's your face?
Yeah.
Emma Sky. Now, I'm listening to the music, and that's her theme right there. So yes, Emma Sky is back, everybody. You are Miss Emma Sky, correct? This girl's the younger sister of my former superior, Lana Sky. 2 years ago, we stood in the same courtroom together as witness and prosecutor. But I thought she had gone to Europe to study forensics. I can't believe you remember me, Mr. Edgeworth. Of course I do. How have you been? You look to be in good spirits. Are you still studying abroad? You bet. More than anything, I want to investigate crime scenes scientifically. I've been studying nonstop every day to become a top-notch forensic scientist. But it's spring break now, so I thought I'd come back for a bit. I see. All right, well, I guess, do we have the option to talk to her? We do. I almost didn't recognize you. You really have grown in these past few years. Please don't tease me, Mr. Edgeworth. I know I still have a long way to go, but I'm going to be a super forensic scientist someday. You'll see. You seem to know Mr. Edgeworth really well. Are you two acquaintances? Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Emma Sky. Nice to meet you. I'm studying abroad now to be a forensic scientist. How about you? Wow, that's a great dream. My name's Kay Faraday, and I'm trained to become an unstoppable great thief. Great thief? Don't think too hard on it, Emma. It's not worth the trouble. In any case, we have much to catch up on. You bet we do. All right. So, why are you here, Emma? Well, I just happened to decide to come back home for spring break, and then I heard that you'd come back too, so I raced on over here. I had really wanted to welcome you back at the airport, but I had just missed you. And how exactly did you know I was here? Through the power of science, naturally. Never underestimate what science can do for you. Look at her glasses.
Oof.
I use these to track your footprints, and I follow them straight to you. Oh, the luminol and the light.
Wow.
That's not just creepy.
This set is the greatest. It's so wonderfully scientific. You spray this chemical on the ground, and when you shine the special light on it, zing! The footprints light up like an electrified noble gas in a glass tube. It's almost like magic, scientifically speaking. Forensic science has never seemed more ominous to me than at this very moment. See if we can break her concentration a little bit. Emma, I'd like to ask you about what you witnessed. Huh? What are you talking about? Are you not the witness Detective Gumshoe told us about? Well, I did get a call from Detective Gumshoe earlier. He was practically yelling at me. Mr. Edgeworth needs your scientific doohickeys right now, pal, he said. What was that man thinking? Or rather, not thinking. So let me guess, there's been a murder, right? Yes, unfortunately. There's a sudden glint in her eyes. But I need to keep my mind focused on the witness. Now, where did that person go? Okay. Let's see. Nothing we can show her, I guess, right? Could show her the murder notes from this. I don't know if she would be helpful with that. Scientifically calculating and thinking critically about this. Then putting it in a way that transmits the feeling that I understand. Phew, done. She makes it sound like she knows what she's talking about, but she really has no idea. Admittedly, I am slightly confused by what she just rattled off. Okay. That's a dead end. Well, maybe we're done with her then. Let's see. Let's talk to you, or just walk through you again. We did this yesterday. Let's talk about the car with the pink bow. I assume this is another Badger mobile. Yeah, but it's a different color than the Blue Badger's car. Yes, this is the retina searing pink model. What's that off in the distance? Oh! Oh, hey, it's the pink Badger! Badger, get! Badger, 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 Badger. Just what does she see in these silly things? I think this Badger has something to say to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Are you by chance the witness I've been searching for? Sorry, but I don't speak Badger dance. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna talk to you then. Let me save real quick. Here we go. What is she saying? I can't be. Oh no!
Oh, good lord. Oh, good lord.
Old Bag, I think her name is, right?
Yes.
Yep.
I can't take being inside that stuffy head anymore. You're. No, why her? Why here? Why now?
Oh, he's so devastated.
I first met this woman 3 years ago. She was a witness in one of my cases. She has since gone out of her way to pop up unexpectedly and cause me great grief. Edgy Poo!
Oh God.
Why couldn't you understand what I was trying to tell you? I mean, really? I was trying so hard to keep the kids' dreams alive by staying in character, but you couldn't pick up on what I was trying to convey to you. I'm sick and tired of that roundabout way of talking, so I'm just going to be direct. I had a bad feeling before, but this just made it official. Today has gone beyond the typical not my day into the realm of walking nightmare. So you're a friend of Mr. Edgeworth too, Miss Pink Badger? You could say that, but right now I'm just a Pink Badger, dearie. She may look the part, but I know better than to trust my eyes around this woman. My name is Wendy Oldbag, but you can call me Wendy or Granny or whatever suits your fancy. Nice to meet you, Miss Oldbag. I'm Kay Faraday. What do I care about a young whippersnapper like you? Yeesh, I was just trying to be polite. And she's got handcuffs, too. I wonder what that's all about. Weren't you a security guard at one of the Gatewater hotels the last time we met? I go where I'm needed. I'm very good at what I do, unlike the youth of today. I get called in all the time to fill in when there aren't enough hands. But enough about me, Edgy Poo. I'm thoroughly dejected right now. I finally get the chance to see you again, and here you are talking with two young girls. Men are all the same. It doesn't matter how old or shamelessly refer to young girls. You seem to attract all sorts of interesting people, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, please, I'm begging you, by all means, do not provoke her any further. The witness. Aren't you forgetting about something, Mr. Edgeworth? This person could be the witness. Honestly, I hope she isn't, but I don't think fate is going to be so kind today. I saw what happened. I even saw the exact moment it happened. How's that? So it's true, she is the witness. Look at her reaction. I don't suppose I can afford to ignore the old bag. Yes, it was just a little while ago. I saw it happen right in front of me. The moment of the murder. You mean to say that you witnessed someone being killed right before your eyes? Sounds like a pretty important piece of testimony to me. Uh-oh. What old bag witnessed? I came to the stadium to take a short break. As I was resting, I happened to glance over and I saw two men facing each other in that area. Suddenly there was a loud gunshot and the person who was shot fell to the ground. It was a very terrifying experience, let me tell you. Let's see. Well, looks like we hit the jackpot, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, I can't afford to ignore what she has to say, unfortunately. What's that unfortunately you tacked on at the end it's supposed to mean, Edgy Poo? Well, anyway, let's see what we can find out from this little old lady. Rebuttal. Let me save. I wonder where this is gonna go, because I don't see anything contradictory here. Any of you see anything contradictory? I'm planning to press every statement, well, you know, whatever we can. Maybe when we press, we'll learn more information.
Hold it!
You mean you took a break from being the Pink Badger? You may not think it, but it's hard work keeping kids' dreams alive. You smell of sweat, your hip creaks with pain, you even begin to dream about work. That's the kind of story that would scar a child for life, you know. Well, that's why I chose to come take my break here, whippersnapper. I don't plan on playing the part of the dead badger in front of a bunch of kids. So what did you see while you, the Pink Badger, were resting? Oh yes, that. Well, as I was resting, I happened to glance over and I saw two men facing each other in that area.
Hold it!
You saw two men. Can you describe them for me? They look like your average Joes, completely uninteresting and not worth fawning over. I'm telling you, they were so boring I don't even remember much beyond that. But did they have any special features? Anything you can recall will be very helpful. Oh my, don't tell me you're jealous of those two men. Hey, she's right, you do seem pretty worked up over them, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm not worked up over anyone, and I'm not jealous. It's all right, Edgy Poo. These two are just foals compared to a stallion like you. I thought so little of them that I lost interest the instant I laid eyes on them. Suddenly, there was a loud gunshot, and the person who was shot fell to the ground. You're claiming to have seen the exact moment in which the murder took place. Absolutely, that gun made a terrible racket when it was fired. You didn't try to go help the person that got shot? I'm only one person, you smart alecky brat. What could I have done? But I took off as soon as I could to find someone who could help. 2 men, 1 bullet. It's all consistent with what we found out from the body. Sadly, there wasn't exactly a lot of new information to go on in your testimony. Well, if I saw the guy again, I'm sure I could identify him for you. I mean, how do you expect me to remember anything without something to jog my memory? Self-centered, aren't we? While it was somewhat useful, her testimony also presents us with a new problem. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes? So about this new problem, what is that giant grin on your face for? Do you want me to show you something really nice? No, thank you. Don't be so mean. I swear it's something you're going to like. What is that gadget you're holding? It's a cell phone from 20 years ago. Oops. What you see before you is the secret weapon of a great thief. I should have known it would be worthless. Oh, don't be like that. Oh. What do you think now? What is it doing? It's projecting something into the air. I'm going to input the necessary information to run the simulation now. Once I'm done, I'll increase the size of the projection to its maximum size. Dark skies of evening, when no other bird dares take wing, one alone remains all-seeing. Now witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood. Oh my! What is this? This is a recreation of the murder based on the info I inputted into Little Thief. And in the upper left corner it says recreation. If you were watching a recreation in a Japanese news program, this is exactly what it would show. Little Thief, I dare say I think you're taking the Robin Hood thing a bit too far. Oh, Little Thief instead of Little John. Little Thief is actually meant to be a simulator for me to plan my thefts. But I suppose if I used it like this... Let's see, Miss Olbach said the 2 men were facing each other. And then a gunshot rang out and the victim fell to the ground. Ah, so with this we can expect the crime scene as it was in the past. See? So what do you think? I have to say I'm impressed by the technology thieves have access to these days. Well, it is the super secret weapon of the mighty Yatagarasu. Indeed. Oh, but if there isn't enough information, or if something is out of place, the recreation could come out a little strange. Kind of reminds me of, Athena's computer in a way, doesn't it? In other words, I can use this to authenticate the validity of a witness's testimony. You got it. You really catch on quick, Mr. Edgeworth. Right now, this simulation is a recreation of that witness's testimony. So for now, I should re-examine everything. And if I find anything illogical or strange, I can then ask for clarification. Feel free to examine anything in this simulation the way you always do. You can even present evidence when you find a contradiction. And if you find something, I've got Little Thief with me, so you just let me know, okay? Begin investigation. Oh boy. Let's save. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna give Liz a chance to answer in the chat. Liz, what would you like us to look at first? I guess we could walk around and stuff. So we'll ask Liz to type out what she would like us to check first. It seems like we can walk up to things and talk or investigate or something. So give Liz a moment to answer that. The car. Okay. Go up to the car. Okay, we can't do the car. It's not lighting up, so... want to try something else? We'll give her a second. Red man, okay. Yeah, these are checked off. So the man holding the gun. Here we go, yep. It's the silhouette of the killer with his gun at the ready. Okay, is it not possible to recreate the face of the killer? Well, I can't exactly input what we don't know into Little Thief. She has a point. Okay. Karam?
Let's see. What about... I don't know. Is there anything else you can examine?
We got the victim here. I'm standing over the victim silhouette.
Gotta do it.
Oh, and Neff collected some junk. Congratulations. According to the testimony, the victim fell to the ground here. That's right. But if that's the case, then we've already found our first contradiction. Huh? What? Where? If this is the real scene of the crime, there's something missing that should be here. Which piece of evidence shows the missing item? Oh, no.
Well, I know what's missing. I know what's missing, but what the piece of item is that would show it, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Let's see, got it. There you go.
This one? Maybe because of the way the body is oriented?
Well, we're still looking at the blood thing. See,
Yeah, there's no blood.
There's no blood around there.
There's no blood in the recreation.
Yep.
Okay.
Take that!
This is the contradiction. Is something wrong with my recreation? If this is the real scene of the crime, something specific should be here. If you think back, how did we deduce that the other crime scene was not the real one? Oh, I get what's missing now. There's no blood on the ground here either, right? Right. The fact that there is no blood here casts doubt on the witness's testimony. Edgy Poo, how can you doubt me like that? Are you calling me a liar? I know what I saw, and I saw the victim get shot down. You know, I don't think she's lying, Mr. Edgeworth. To be honest, I can't think of a reason why she would lie to me. In that case, maybe there is another explanation for the distinct lack of blood. Why is there no blood? Okay. I'm gonna save here before we continue. I'll just save in the same spot. Alright, Bree, what should we do next?
There was no blood because... the costume.
Oh.
But, I mean, we could look at the stage if you want.
Well, wait a minute. If you're saying... I think you're suggesting we go to logic mode. You think there should be a connection there? Alright, let's look at...
I'm just saying.
Okay. I'll look at the stage and then we'll go into logic. Let's try that. It looks like they broke the stage down. Oh, we got another one there. Okay, stage was packed up. I guess this means they're done for the day. Or maybe it's because a different show is scheduled to start its run tomorrow. Okay. Well, we did pick that up. That's good. Alright, so we think now that maybe... Let me save again before we go into this mode, because we picked something up. Oh, okay, so you're saying that if the victim wore the costume, then no blood would have come out of the costume?
Yeah, the costume would have absorbed the blood. I noticed how we found a head, but no costume in that room where Edgeworth was sequestered.
Right here, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Yes? Oh, wait. We have a talk option. It must be, let's see. So you believe that this gadget will provide us with the proof we need? Yeah, of course. Pretty neat, huh? By inputting info like this, it can recreate the crime scene exactly as it was. Although Little Thief was originally intended to be a training sim for heists. A training sim for thievery? I don't believe I can turn a deaf ear to that, Kay. But it's for practice! Practice! It's not like I've actually stolen anything yet. Besides, we're in the middle of an investigation, so stop nitpicking. Even if it is just practice, I can't exactly endorse the act of stealing. Although, admittedly, this device is rather useful in an investigation. Oh, okay, I'll keep asking. How am I supposed to use this to aid my investigation? Oh, that's right, I guess I should explain how to use it, huh? Objects outlined in yellow are things that are not present in our time, but were in the past. Okay, so that explains the two silhouettes right now. Things outlined in a dotted line are things that exist now, but didn't in the past. Everybody get that? I see. You can examine and interact with replicated people and objects as you normally do. You can even present evidence whenever you find an inconsistency. Oh, and be sure to point out mistakes in the recreation with evidence, too. Very well. Let's continue with the investigation. If there's something you don't get about Little Thief, feel free to ask anytime, okay? Okay. All right, now... see if we got something here. Following a kidnapper's prints led us to a body. Was the victim in a costume? Why is there no blood around the victim's prone body?
Because the victim was the kidnapper?
Yeah. I was about to ask. And then this is the stage is packed up. So, Bree, you want to try these two?
Yep.
Okay. Got it. Is it not possible that the victim was wearing a costume? So you really think that Mr. Deacon was one of the kidnappers? I think we can reasonably assume there is a very good chance he was. And that if he was shot while he was inside one of those stolen costumes, then Mr. Deacon's blood will be inside the costume instead of on the ground. Precisely. Now, if only we could prove that the victim was wearing a costume. You'd think it'd be pretty easy if we could find some footprints, but the problem is finding them since there doesn't seem to be any around. I believe this is where Emma Sky comes into play. Footprints, huh? I wonder how we can go about finding some of those. Oh, Emma! Oh, Emma! You should be active now. Yep. This is amazing. Just feel the power of science. Footprint and there we go. Emma, about that method you were talking about for finding footprints. Ah, finally my expert knowledge in forensics is needed. Yes, well, can you detect and trace even partial footprints? Leave it to me. My cutting-edge detection kit can find anything. Very well, Wag. If you can please analyze the footprints in this area. Okay, stand back now and witness the power of science at work. Up. They turned off that, and now we have... Okay, look at that. Hey, I found something. Look, right there. I don't see anything. Oh, that's right. Here, put these special glasses on, Mr. Edgeworth. Up. These footprints here were definitely left by a badger costume. She blinded me with science. I wonder if we made that joke before. Thank you, called it. Judging by the way the prints are layered, those seem to be the newest. Then we can conclude that the victim was definitely wearing a costume at that time. Victim's costume data jotted down on my organizer. Victim's costume, he was likely wearing one due to footprint shape and the lack of blood. Okay, in that case, I'll update Little Thief simulation parameters. I can't wait to see what we find out from this new info. Oh!
Wow.
Investigation complete. The blue badger's down. So the victim was
down. Blue badger down.
So the victim was wearing a costume when he died. Oh, whatever other badger it was. And with that, we should be one step closer to the truth, right? I see the recreation has changed in accordance with the new information. We may be closer, but now something else has caught my attention. What do you want? Your testimony, naturally. I'd like to hear it one more time, if you please. Okay. I came to this stadium to take a short break. As I was resting, I happened to glance over and I saw two men facing each other in that area. Suddenly, there was a loud gunshot and the person who was shot fell to the ground. It was a very terrifying experience, let me tell you. Well, that's the exact same testimony she gave.
Except now there's a problem with it.
Right, I think so. Does this mean that Miss Olbach's testimony has a contradiction in it? Yes, and I believe our best course of action is to compare it with your recreation. See, I just knew Little Thief would be at help. Now let's see if we can pull more info from Miss Olbach to put into the recreation. For that, we must first find the contradiction in her testimony.
Wag, wag.
Well, Neff, you pick this up first, and I think this is pretty easy, so go ahead.
He said two men. So... wait a minute. You already know that's wrong.
Right. I'm gonna present something. Let's see. Victim's costume?
Yep.
Yep.
Objection!
Two men. How did you know the gender of the two people involved? Seeing as how the victim was wearing a costume at the time. Ah! Furthermore, I have another matter I'd like to inquire about. I'd very much like to know why you failed to mention the costume in your testimony. Ah! I'm beginning to doubt if you really witnessed the murder at all. Oh, God. But I'm telling you, I really did see it. I saw it with my very own eyes. From a seat in the second tier. The second tier? Hey, didn't you say you saw it right in front of you earlier? That was, you know, I was using the phrase in the metaphorical sense. I see our witness still has a screw loose in the metaphorical sense.
I think it's more in the literal, but that's just me.
The cushy seats in the second tier are reserved for hotshot VIPs, which is exactly why I go there now and again to take a nap. I can't see how you could have gotten a good look from there. It's so high up. Were you able to see even the victim's costume from way up there? Well, I know I saw two people, but I couldn't really see what they looked like because they were in the stage's shadow. In the shadow of the stage. Okay. My eyesight isn't what it used to be, you know. Not like when I was young. People used to call me a good man from 100 paces, also notice me in the flash, and I try to move on with the judgment and fade to black. Let's return to our investigation, shall we, Kay? You got it! Begin investigation. Okay. So. We have the shadow. Oh! Okay, let me save. No, I don't want to go down. What happens when I click the mouse? Yes. I believe... Well, we could look at this, but I think we could also connect the stage and the shadows by now, right?
Yep.
So, let me look at this first. This new silhouette of the victim is in a costume. The silhouettes can change depending on the information I input, but Little Thief can recreate more than just people, so investigate away. We may even find more info wish to make a more accurate sim. All right, sounds like a plan. Oh, stole Neff's word. Okay, good.
Oh dear.
I'll give this a shot. The stage I saw this morning in the center of the stadium has been packed away. It was hard to make out the killer and victim and the old back saw on the stage's shadow. Let's give it a shot. Ooh, if that woman's testimony is to be believed, the murder occurred before the stage was broken down. Do you want me to input that bit of info into Little Thief? Yes, if you please. Okay. Now good. Update the simulation. Oh. Okay, well the guy shooting the gun wouldn't have been halfway in the middle of the stage like that. Ooh, okay. Let's see. This new silhouette of the victim is in a costume. Okay, that's the same thing we saw before. There is clearly a contradiction here. Please stop stealing my lines. Oh, come on. It wasn't that hard to see it coming, even for a layman like me. I suppose. In any case, it's not possible for the killer to have stood here in that way, because there was a very real stage set up in this spot at the time. You notice anything about the stage?
Mm-hmm.
I see.
I noticed.
Go ahead, Neff.
I said, the Governors? What the hell?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And Troop
And
Garmaye? Is Trucy's troop, right? Or people who knew her, right?
Yeah.
What a connection. I told you I got it. Do you feel the need to explain everything? Yes, well, in any case, we still need to resolve this unusual situation. Isn't it obvious? The killer was on top of the stage, naturally. Right, Miss Oldbag? Yes, I remember now. The killer was standing on top of the stage. See? Now let me update the info in the simulation.
That doesn't work either.
Huh? Investigation complete.
That's wrong.
Well, 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 what have we here? A bunch of hooligans running amok, I see. Well, Neff, maybe this guy has the answer, or these guys.
Yikes.
Agent Lang, how nice of you to join us. Well, I can't have you going around messing up my crime scenes. Agent Lang, we've discovered that the real scene of the murder is here, the stadium. I see. Thanks. For what? I'm just trying to show you my appreciation for all the time you saved me. Who knew that such a strange little toy could recreate a crime scene like that? Little Thief is not a toy. You two. Sir! They rebuilt the stage. And there you have it. You see, big boys like me don't need silly toys, little girl. Now this is a recreation. So what, do you still intend to assert that Officer Meekins is the killer? Of course. Even knowing that the crime took place here doesn't let him off the hook. Uh-oh. Agent Lang's logic. This is the real scene of the crime. Officer Meekins lay in wait for the victim on top of the stage. And when the victim finally showed, he shot him from on high. That's the truth your little recreation showed. How far will you go to accuse Officer Meekins of the crime? He's the most likely suspect we've got, especially given the situation with his gun. Well, even if he is the killer, at least my recreation was on the mark. You see, thank you for your understanding, my little crow girl. I'm not some common crow, I'm the Yatagarasu, the Raven of Legend. Unfortunately, your conclusion is yet to be tested, so let's see how well it holds up. Okay. Let's save real quick. This is the real scene of the crime.
Hold it!
Looks like we found the real crime scene first. Ah, brag all you want, but we don't have all that free time, unlike the two of you. You know what you remind me of? A dog licking his wounds as he whimpers home. Ooh. Well, I guess I should be thankful for all the time you saved me. Shay. That's how we say thanks in my country. You're welcome. I hope he realizes we didn't do all of this for him. But I'm here now, so I'll be taking over. As I was saying, this is where the crime took place. Officer Meek is laying wait for the victim on top of the stage.
Hold it!
Lying in wait? How did Officer Meekins even know the victim was going to come here? Simple. He was investigating the kidnappers, right? And while he was doing so, he came to understand the victim, Mr. Deacon's movements.
Objection!
Huh, and why would the good officer want to ambush and kill a kidnapper? You mean his motive? Who knows and who cares? You can find that out for yourself when you talk to him in jail. Huh. You have no respect for the order of law. Don't get me wrong, but I need more than there's no motive to convince me otherwise. He's right, the lack of a motive is a rather weak argument by itself. So, the officer lay in wait on top of the stage. And when the victim finally showed, he shot him from on high. Which would be wrong.
Because
he was shot. There was one bullet we remember from yesterday, right?
and
Yep.
remember the trajectory of the bullet.
Yes, I do. It was from the stomach to the shoulder, right? Which means he would have to have been crawling to shoot him.
On that stage and hold the gun at a really bizarre angle.
Not from on high. So, I'm gonna save this real quick, and then let's test our theory. Present. What would say? Here, bullet entered through his abdomen and exited through his shoulder.
Objection!
He shrugged. I'm terribly
Smiled.
sorry, Agent Lang. I should have warned you that our recreation is incomplete. You cut in quite unexpectedly, after all. What's that supposed to mean? You said the victim was shot by the killer from up above, correct? I hate to break it to you, but that's not possible. Huh? Why not? Recall Mr. Deacon's body, specifically where the gunshot wounds were located. Actually, I didn't get that good of a look. Oh, well then. The bullet entered Mr. Deacon in his abdominal region and exited his right shoulder. This is more consistent with an angled shot from beneath the victim. Then, yes, our recreation had the victim being shot at an angle from above. Oh, I have an idea. Ooh, I have an idea. Remember the recreation where we thought the shooter was and the victim was?
Yep.
Okay. So what if their places were switched?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. A clear contradiction. You're discounting your own conclusions? No, this one point is the only flaw. This was the mistaken parameter on our recreation. The stage's location, the witness's location, the killer and victim's locations. Ta-da! Yes, the locations of the killer and the victim were wrong. Ah, I get it. I see what you're trying to say. I believe the killer and the victim were standing opposite to what we initially thought. It was the victim who was on top of the stage as he was being shot by the killer. Ooh. If this is what happened, it also explained the positioning of the gunshot wounds. But then what about the footprints? Since footprints don't lie, we can assume then that the killer also wore a costume. Okay, I'll try using that data instead. Oof. Judging by the fact that both the killer and victim were wearing costumes, I'd say it was a killing between the two kidnappers. That would be the most natural conclusion. Wouldn't you agree, Agent Lang? Huh. Well done, Mr. Prosecutor. But that alone doesn't clear Officer Meekins of the crime. Another bit of proof. I asked that you take another good look at the tire marks over there. The 3 marks are indicative of the blue Badgermobile. That story Officer Meekins told about that shop on wheels getting stolen was just a lie. He drove the blue Badgermobile here and committed the murder. Then he used the car to move the body to the garage in the Wild Wild West area. You believe he moved the body with the car. That's right, it was Officer Meekins himself who pointed us to the way he did it. The 3 tire tread marks are very telling, however. Is the blue Badgermobile the only thing capable of creating such a pattern? I have this contradiction, do you?
Not sure.
Because remember, on what side of that garage were the tire marks?
On the left side, on the right side of the garage.
The tire marks were on the
garage.
Right. The tire marks were on the right side of the garage, and the blue car that was in the garage was on the left side, right?
Yup.
Yep.
So I think I asked you to take another good look at the tire marks over there. All right. Since we started the stream a few minutes late, we'll just go through this, and then we'll call it.
Hold it!
The tire marks. Yes, the tire marks. The ones there behind the stage. Oh, behind the stage. They were hidden up until now by the various pieces of stage equipment. As for when they were made, they must have been made after the rain had begun to fall, correct? Yes, and probably around the same time as when the killer's footprints were made. The tires on that blue Badgermobile probably got pretty muddy because of that. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Wrong!
No tire marks.
Mud. No mud.
No mud, no mud, no mud, no mud.
I say it's the blue Badgermobile because, well, that's pretty obvious too. The 3 marks are indicative of the blue Badgermobile. So... Presento, yep. I'm gonna save again. Present. That.
Objection!
Oh, tisk tisk.
Smirk.
Sorry, Agent Lang, but that's an impossible tale. And why is that? Those tire marks could not have been left by Officer Meekins' blue Badgermobile. One look at the car would have told you so. What proves that the blue Badgermobile had never been to this stadium?
Take that!
Take a good look at the tires. There's not a single dollop of mud to be found on it. Nyeh. If this car had come to the backstage area and left those tire tracks, then the lack of mud on these tires stands out as very peculiar indeed. Then how do you explain the tire tracks, genius? Hey, I've got it. What about Miss Olbeck's pink Badgermobile? Don't be ridiculous. I was sleeping the entire time in the second-tier seats. Indeed, I believe we can rule her out as someone related to the crime. However, there's yet one more roving store, as I recall. Oh, you mean the Proto-Badger? That's right, there was one more parking space inside that garage, and it proves the existence of a Proto-Badgermobile. Agent Lang, I suggest you find this Proto-Badgermobile post-haste. There must still be some sort of incriminating evidence in it. Nyeh. Hey, did you hear something? Hell.
Ooh.
Help me? Oh. Are you alright?
He passed out in front of you. It ain't all right, kid.
Well, this is something. Looks like we found our kidnapping victim. Where were you all this time? Wild West with kidnappers. Oh, this is Lance. He was in the room next to the one I was held in. Ran away using underground and got lost. The kidnappers. What is it? I can't understand what you're trying to say. The kidnappers escaped wearing costumes. Did you see the faces of your kidnappers? No, I didn't see their faces, but two. One was a woman. A woman. Quite an important piece of testimony. Hey, what are you guys doing? Stop standing there and get your cops on this already. I'll even let you guys have what the kid said just now. Consider it a gift. Now, are you going to get out of my crime scene, or am I going to have to get rough? Again? You're nothing but a big bully. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, let's go. Oh, no, not you. You're a very important witness for my case. I'm not about to let you get away that easily. Don't count on me to testify, because I won't. Not for you. That's right, I won't either. You hear me, you young whippersnapper? Hey, calm down. There's no need for all this hostility. I just want to take a statement from each of you. I'm not going to rough either of you up. I give you my word. Come now, fair maidens. What do you say? Will you cooperate? Fair maidens? My, you little rascal, you sure know the way into a woman's heart. Langji says, the passage of time is but a fleeting moment, and a lady is young forever. Huh, trying to outdo my edgy-poo with your fancy-schmancy sayings. Let's get this over with. So we're clear, I'm only interested in giving you my statement. Sure, just as soon as Mr. Prosecutor leaves us be. Mr. Edgeworth. To be continued. There we go.
That's a perfect way to end this.
Yep, there we go. So,
But I suspect something right now. I'll tell you right now.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna ask for Liz's thoughts to type in. If she has any thoughts about what we just saw. Neff, what is your thought?
Lance suddenly showing up like this? I smell a rat.
Yep.
Or more specifically, a badger.
You think he just waltzed in after covering everything up, or so he thought?
Indeed.
And Bree, you agree?
Yep, I think that maybe he wanted the fortune to himself.
Oh.
Can't blame him.
The amount of fortune, you mean? Yeah.
Yep.
Well, what would you say, Karam? You broke up.
You can't blame him, though, can you?
Right. True. Because what did the guy say about Lance? I forget. I'm sure we'll be reminded of it next time we play. So, Ms. Lizzie Beth, Liz is in agreement too. Cool. All right. So we will leave on that note. I think everybody has a plausible opinion on this whole thing. Maybe Lance is behind everything. So we will reconvene tomorrow and find out. In the meantime, we remind you to follow us on all the platforms you see on the screen, including Instagram, the mascots on Instagram, Facebook, the podcast website, xarpodcast.net, Blue Sky, and Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. We will resume tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern as we continue the Kidnapped Turnabout. But until then, for Neff, Bree, Karam, and Liz in the chat, I'm JR. Thanks for watching us play Ace Attorney Investigations, and remember,
keep on looking out for the Extreme Radio Twitch streams, and don't forget, archive versions of our podcast are available at xarpodcast.net. That's xarpodcast.net, or your favorite podcasting platform. Good night, everybody.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
And I say good night on Liz's behalf. Good night, everybody.